Greetings programs and welcome to the video. How's everyone doing? I hope y'all are doing great, and let's jump right into this. So, it's been a bit of a while since I have been on. There's been a lot of stuff happening IRL, so I haven't really been able to pop onto the server until very recently. And, yeah, so I have been doing some stuff off camera, and hopefully, what I'm wanting to do next actually turns out good. So if you guys remember a while back, I was wanting to do a build, and then I lost all the material for it. Well, what I've been doing is been collecting said material, and I finally have everything I need again. And let me tell you, it's a lot. These 5 chests here contain everything I will need for my build. And yes, it is going to be quite the build. So, behind me, I have, it's just set to one single layer, and I'll slowly be working my way up, but I'm excited to see how this turns out. This is not an original design. I will link down below who originally created it. I loved it from the moment I saw it, and I just knew it would work perfectly for me in this world. So, yeah, I'm excited to build all of this for you guys, and I think it's a good time to, one, sleep. Ooh, look at the moon. Yeah, so for one, I need to sleep, and then I'll start building this. Alright, and we are back, and oh my god, this house took a lot longer than I thought it would to make. I've pretty much spent all day building it, and yeah, I think it shows when you having watched the time-lapse or replay, whatever you want to call it, but it is now done. And I am just so glad to be done it, because it was a lot. It was a lot. So everyone, here is the house. I know you've probably seen a good portion of it through the time lapse, but you know, still wanting to go through everything and just show it off to y'all. So we have the main floor here that's sort of divided into two areas. We go through the door, and we have this little room here. I personally really like it. I find it very cluttered, and it just speaks to my soul, because I am a very cluttered person personally. So I just like having everything sort of on display. And the cake. I just love cake. So that was definitely something I had to keep from the original design. There have been a few small changes from the schematic, because I was using Lightmatica for this, and my god, even with Lightmatica, this was still a headache and a half to build. But there's a few little bits and pieces I've changed, either because I just didn't have the resources to make the items, or the items are just a little too rare for me to get. For example, in here alone, the flower here, the poppy, I think originally that was I know it's another flower, I don't remember which. It's the one you get in the swamp. I know that much. And then over here, we're supposed to be 2 brewing stands, and I only had 2. And I definitely wanted to use them elsewhere, because it's my brewing station. So I'm just trying to figure out what I want to put here instead. In here, we have the blast furnace and smoker room with some more potted plants. Lots of potted plants around here. And yeah, I also really like this room. Again, it's just everything is sort of just out in the open. Like, yes, there's storage in the other room, but this, it just, again, it speaks to my soul. And then up here we have the bedroom. I like it. It's very simple. Of course, I had to have my purple bed, naturally. And just a little seating area here. Nothing overly fancy with this room, but I mean, that's fine, because I'm really only going to be up here to sleep. So, in order to get upstairs, you actually have to go up this way. Oops. And that takes you into here, where there's some more storage, you know, a little desk. I love the idea of this being like a desk. Like, me, the writer, it's a writing desk. Love it. And like books above. That is like a dream come true for me. And then in here is like sort of like a living room. I actually ran out of regular azaleas, so I just started using the flowering ones. And the Lightmatica did not like that. But yeah, we got like a nice fireplace going. We have a couch. Not sure how comfortable it is considering it's quartz, but hey, you know what? It's a couch. And then yeah, so up here I'll try to be doing my potions, so I can have like the stuff in the barrels here. We got 2 potion stands going, so I can do 2 different potions at the same time. And this is of course why I wanted the brewing stands up here rather than downstairs. But yeah, it's a very simple room, and you know what? I really do like it. It's simplistic, but you know, I really like it. Upstairs we have some more storage and my enchanting tower. Which again, I really do love. It's very simple, but very me. which I think is like what this whole build is. It's like everything out in the open. It's very simple, you know, cottagecore meets modern vibe, and I really do love it. So, you know, I'm all for it. And I think one of my personal favorite things about this build is the roof. I don't remember what was used in the original video. It might have been warped wood. I don't fully remember. But I definitely wanted a colored roof. And I was going back and forth between red and blue. Like the crimson wood or the warped wood. And I ended up with liking the warped a lot better than the crimson. So that is what I used, even though crimson would have been a lot easier for me to get. Uh-oh. Avoiding that little problem there. But yeah, so warped wood for the roof, most part. I really do love it. Again, I will link down below where I got the original build from. But this is my version of it. Like I said, there are a few things I had to change simply for simplicity reasons or survival reasons. Oh my god. I had watched the person build this, and they were in creative. And then, naturally, I had to build it in a creative world just to get the schematic. And I'm thinking, it's a very simple build. You know, I can easily do this, yada yada yada. You know, how you normally feel when you're building something in creative. Then I got to building it in survival. I haven't even looked at how long the recordings are yet. But I can tell you, these recordings, before editing, are going to be like 5 hours long. I've been on this for almost all day, and yeah, it shows. But yeah, so regardless of how long it took me, I am actually really pleased with how it turned out overall. And even though I did not come up with the original design, I think it's just impressive that I was able to do this in survival to begin with. But that does leave a few other things that I need to get done. Even though my house is now done, I still need to sort out my storage. Because this is a mess, and so are these. Like, I think I have 2 empty shulkers, but like everything else is a giant mess. So, you know, that's gonna be fun. Still also have to do some work over there, which I haven't gotten to yet because I've been busy with this monstrosity. Also, if we head down here, I already showed you guys this one, which I need to get back into harvesting regularly so that I can trade, at least just the wheat. I have this one now that I'm working on. So like in Settlers, I have done another farm to do some of the Croptopia crops. So down here we have leek, lettuce, mustard, rutabaga, kiwi, hops, ginger, and broccoli. And then if you go further down, we have another one with zucchini, soybean, pepper, oats, barley, bell pepper, elderberry, and kale. And I still have, like, what is it, like here and I think up to here. So is that 18, 9, 18, 27, 26, 25. 25 seed types. So, you know, that's gonna be fun. So I'll probably do another few rows down and hopefully get a decent amount of crops going. But yeah, I'm actually really glad that those ones are finally coming along because, you know, yeah, I kind of needed them if I wanted to start working on stuff from Croptopia, which I was wanting to do in Settlers until yeah. But I say overall I'm happy with this build. I think it's probably one of my biggest complete builds I've done to date. Might have to double check with like Settlers seasons 1 and 2, but I think this was my biggest and most complex build so far. So yeah, I'm actually very happy with myself. And I think to end this video actually, I am going to take a page from Flip and actually start doing a crop field or two in each episode. So it'll help to break up the video, and it'll also give me a way to sort of start using some of the overflow of seeds I have. So I'm going to figure out where I want to do that, and I'll be right back with y'all. Alright, and we are back, and I have completed my first little farm, and I want to know what you guys think of it. Oh, here it is. It's a lot more narrow than I had originally intended, so I might build it out a bit wider. But this is just the start of a wheat farm I have going. And I didn't show this in the time lapse because I really only noticed it once it got dark, but yeah, it was dark. So I put in a few extra lamps, just scattered around. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I did after the time lapse. And I just want to know what you guys think. I personally like it. Like I said, I think it's just a little too narrow. It's quite long, but very narrow, so I might take it out a bit. But other than that, yeah, I do like it. And yeah, as you can see with it getting dark out, there's a few spots that aren't lit up, so they might take a bit longer to grow. But otherwise, I should be getting quite a bit more wheat now that I have a larger field. Interestingly enough, I had some wheat seeds, and then I was looking at it. I think I had like 2 stacks and a bit, and I'm like, I'm gonna grab some more seeds, and I'm kind of glad I did, because yeah, the 2 stacks and a bit would not have been enough. So yeah, so it took quite a bit of seeds, but that also means quite a bit of wheat in return. So fingers crossed about that, and I can finally start using wheat on different items. Okay, so here is a higher view of the field, and as you can see, it is quite narrow. Like, I mean, this way it looks fine, but looking at it this way, you can kind of see the shape of it. So what I might do is expand it over this way and just sort of like use the sides here as like a border, and just hook it back into here, and hopefully that'll give me you know, a decent sized field. I would of course have to fix up this path, but you know, I think that's a small price to pay to make this look just a little bit more aesthetically pleasing for me. But that is everything I'm building for today. The house really did take a lot out of me, and then the field was just something extra that I actually hadn't planned on doing. But I had recently been watching Fwips. Lots of F names. I've been watching Fwips video for his hardcore world, and it was like compilation video. So it was like a 3-hour long video, and I was watching that while building this house, and it's just like, you know what, let's do a field. So that's what we have now. And you know what, I'm happy. I'm happy with the house. Again, the field a little narrow, but I can work with that. And honestly, I am loving playing this, and I hope you guys are loving this series. But I think with all of that said and done, I am going to end off this video here. I hope you guys have all enjoyed it. If you have, please hit that like button, and if not already, please hit that subscribe button and ding the bell to stay up to date with all the videos that I post. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye everyone!